Today we are going to be ripping 2025 Bowman Draft. Now this is a big time prospect box and product. So if you're looking for guys that are in the MLB currently, you know, your rookies, your vets, your legends, this is not going to be the product for you. This is where you can find guys that were just drafted in the 2025 draft. So, you know, guys like Eli Willis, #1 pick, 10 of the first 11 picks are actually going to be featured in this product, which you don't see often. Usually they hold out some top 10 picks. This time they threw 10 of the first 11 into this box. Believe it or not, these cards are actually going to be more expensive than their rookie cards. Their Bowman First cards are basically like buying stock into some of these high school and college players. And in my opinion, it's one of my favorite products to release. This is like Christmas morning for me. We're ripping the hobby today, but you can also get this. There's 3 different variations of this product. You're also going to have your Delight, which is a lot less cards in this. It's going to be all hits in your Delight box, not many base cards. You're also going to have your Super Jumbo Bowman Draft boxes, which is going to be a lot more cards, but you're also going to be guaranteed 5 autos opposed to the 3 in Hobby and in Delight. Some cool things this year. I know they're bringing back the in action, those little hanger cards that we all know and love from last year's draft. They are keeping in the snack packs. Snack packs, you get your bubblegum refractor, popcorn refractor, all that fun stuff. Those snack packs are going to be a little bit more short printed, so be on the lookout for those. They're also going to have Bowman First designations on those snack packs. Again, the Bowman First designation, that is what you're looking for when it comes to the baseball hobby. That is basically like buying stocks into these young players. All right, for the tier of this product, this is all about preference. All right, if you're more into the MLB guys, you know, you want guys that are currently in the MLB, currently playing for their professional team, product's probably not for you. But these are where the big time sales are going to be coming from for the guys that do make it big into the league. For me, this is a very premier product, and it is a very premier product for a lot of people in the baseball hobby. If you don't remember, 2 years ago, the 2023 Bowman Draft box featured guys like Paul Skeens in it, and we all know where his MLB career is currently headed. And his #1 chase right now is actually his Bowman First card, which you would be finding out of a Bowman Draft box as well. So this is a product that's going to definitely be holding its value. Again, Bowman First is where you want to have these big name cards when they end up in the pros. That is the card you're going to see jump the most in value. But without further ado, let's get right on in to this 2025 Bowman Draft hobby box. Really excited about this one. My first look at this product as well, as somebody who absolutely loves Bowman Draft, I'm really excited to get into it. So you're going to see here, you're going to get started here with 4 packs per each row. There's going to be 3 rows, so you're going to have 12 packs in total. Again, each pack is going to have paper cards on top. Now, the paper cards do come in color variations, usually about 1 paper card on the back. I'm going to do a quick little fan. So right there, I'm going to start with an Aqua Lava, actually. Very nice. So that paper cards on top is something I like to slide right through. These cards, I always forget. These cards are not going to be as valuable, again, paper cards compared to the chrome cards, but it's going to give you guys a nice look at these as well as we get through some of these names. A lot of new names in this product. Like I said, you are going to see a lot of the top 11 picks in here. 10 of the first 11 picks will be in this product. The only guy they're holding out will be Ethan Holiday. And we're going to start with an auto right here. Look at that. Got a nice little Blue Jay on the Aqua Lava. How about a little Jake Cook there? 36 of 199 on the Aqua Lava. You got a very, very similar design here to the 2025 Bowman flagship product. That is where this design has come from. So if you guys are familiar with that product, it's going to be the exact same design here with the numbers right on front. Something I like that they did, that they switched with 24 draft, is they put the numbers on the front of the card. In 25 draft, they actually, or in 23 draft, they actually had the numbers on the back of the card there. So getting started here, Jake Cook, Aqua Lava, refractor there to 199. I will say Aqua Lava, one of my favorite parallels in this. Obviously, you're looking, same thing for parallels. If you are interested in the baseball hobby, is you will see a lot of the same parallels here. You know, red to 5, superfractor 101s, black to 10. When you go into your, and then again, you're going to have some refractors off the back there, just a little silver lining on them. When you go into your Delight boxes, you will be finding geometrics are the parallels there. That is going to be the only place you find geometrics. Something that they added. I think they added it once they started dropping their Topps products. I could be wrong about that. But once they started with the geometric hairs, again, you're going to go through these base cards. Again, a very, very similar design to the 2025 Bowman. You will find other prospect cards in here, like guys like JJ Weatherholt, where his Bowman First would be in 25 flagship. Here, he's just going to have a prospect margin. A little bit different, where you want to see Oh, look at that. Another auto there. So Bowman first. This is what you want to see on the top right of that card. That first Bowman card indicates that this is the first card for his professional career. First card in his professional uniform as well. That's going to be Jacob Morrison there for the Milwaukee Brewers. Guy is a giant as well, by the way, Chad. He is 6'8" there, Jake Morrison. Milwaukee Brewers prospect there. But again, you're going to be seeing cards like these. You're going to see refractors off the back. We are looking, obviously, for those lower numbered parallels, those red to 5s. How about the prize prospect? Something new this year that they added in. This is going to be Brady Abel. This is a new insert that they added in this year, the prize prospects. I like the look of it. I really like the look of it. Not bad at all. Ryan Walderschmidt, another guy that doesn't have that designation. With these, you're going to be looking at where the centering is on each side of the card. That is going to dictate the grades there, especially for centering, corner, surface, all that good stuff. Usually like to fly through these paper cards, not a lot. If you are in any breaks or anything, you're going to see a lot of breakers just slide right through them. We already hit our for 2 autos. You only get 3 total there. But again, just an overall great look. I really like the design that they brought with the flagship this year. And man, it just looks super good. I mean, even the refractors look good with the little Alfredo Duno. That guy was a nice little international prospect there for the Cincinnati Reds. And you are guaranteed here 3 autos out of each hobby box. You can go up. Look at that reptilian right there. You can go up to 5 autos with your Super Jumbo. Those are very tough because, again, Super Jumbo is a product that will skyrocket in price after release. So if you get in on release day in a Super Jumbo, it might not be the same price as it would be once Wave 2 starts. Wave 1's a little bit different. And a little Carson Benz there on the Aqua Reptilian to 125. I really like that they added the Reptilians. I think these are just a super clean look. It gives me a little bit of Dragon Scale feel, like from Prism, or from Panini, I should say. Connor Griffin, your number 1 overall prospect. JJ Weatherholt, Bryce Cunningham there. Again, these, you're going to see these as well. These are not numbered. These are what they call the sky blue refractors. So a little bit more uncommon than a base refractor or base card there, but these are not numbered. These are what we call the sky blue refractors. Walker Yannick as well in there. A lot of fun stuff. Again, this is where, if you're looking to chase somebody, a guy like Eli Willis, number 1 overall pick, if he ends up making it into the major leagues and has a very good and long career, this is the product that you're going to want to be finding him in. This is his Bowman first. The first card of their professional career here, Sean Gamble. One of my favorite sleepers, actually, in this year's class, Sean Gamble. A little fun fact for you guys. I know we all remember the 2023 release of Bowman Draft where everybody was chasing the Thomas Patrick Brady's, baby. Chasing that gold to 12 of 50, which, by the way, still has yet to be hit. Last I checked, this year, we're chasing one of my favorite NFL players to ever play the game of football. We're talking about Dan the Man Marino. He's going to be a Kansas City Royal Bowman first there because he was drafted by the Royals. Here's another one, the Axes. These are another new insert here. This is going to be JoJo Parker. This is one of your top chases in the product. This guy's got good size, and again, prep guy. He looks really good. People are really liking him. That's another new insert there on the Axis. Dax Kilby, go Yankees. Shortstop prospects. Could be playing second base, though. You never know. Another one of those sleepers there. Good power hitter as well there in Dax Kilby. Let's see. We still got one more auto here. And there it is right there. It's going to be yellow to 75. Let's go right to it. Again, just absolutely love the look that they did this year. Aaron Watson. Absolutely take there. Again, not one of the pitchers taken in the top 11 there, that 5 of the 11 pitchers there, but a guy that we absolutely like. This is going to be a second-round pick, the 51st overall pick. That is our yellow refractor. Again, if you guys have ever read Bowman before, it's going to be the same color parallels as always. You know, Super Refractor 101, Reds to 5, Blacks to 10, Orange to 25. You're also going to have Gold to 50. There's a new draft card, the Irish there. The Irish is one of the big chases there. 19th pick there, 6'1", 201 there. I like how they put their size, weight, position there and where they were drafted. I think that's a good-looking card right there. Again, new designs on a lot of the inserts here, so going to be stopping Thomas White, good player. Mason Peters there as well. Really like, I like the design on a lot of these new inserts. The Axes look pretty cool. I know that's probably going to be a topic that is going to be very hot as this starts hitting the open market. As this is our first look here, by the way, look at that. That is what we're talking about when we say we could see numbered paper cards as well. There's a little Sean Youngerman there. So these are not going to, and there's a sky blue right behind it, 2 colored in the same one. So these are going to be paper colored. Again, not as prestigious as what the chrome would be, but still, we'll take all Bowman first numbered cards, Sean Youngerman and Christian Fouch there. So blue to 150. And our sky blue is going to be to $4.99. So the sky blue on the chrome cards are not going to be numbered. The sky blue on the papers are going to be numbered to $4.99. Your most common numbered card you will find is going to be the sky blue. See a lot of those. Max William, Andrew Salas. There's another look at the Axes as one of the top names in the minor leagues right now. A little Jesus Mate. That's a card. If you had his Bowman first, you are loving what you were seeing out of that young man. So we did hit all 3 autos. Sometimes they'll sneak in an extra auto. You just never know. We hit those 3 kind of early. Maybe we do get to see it. Maybe we get to see what these low-numbered cards look like on these new prospect cards. See if we could hit something. Again, usually you're going to see a lot of people. There's Eli Willis. There's your #1 overall pick right there. Again, in a product where 10 of the top 11 picks are featured, there's going to be hits. A lot of different types of hits for a lot of different teams and a lot of different players here. The only player in the top 11, obviously, that was drafted that is not in this is going to be Ethan Holiday. So when you don't see a guy who was drafted in this product, that is where you will find his Bowman first, as there's another new look at the prize prospects. I do like these cards, these prize prospects. That's going to be Kevin McGonigal, guy shooting up the top 100 right now as we speak. So yeah, basically, if you don't find guys like Ethan Holiday and other guys left out of this product, you will be finding in what they're going to be releasing in their 26 flagship. That is where they completely redo the design on these cards. So like I said, this exact look of the card is what we find in our 25 flagship product. So 26 is where you'll be finding the new design there. We got a green reptilian Oakland A there on the color match. Let's see what we could do there. Again, this is one of my favorite prospects, or favorite products. I know a lot of people aren't too well versed when it comes to the prospects just because these guys just got drafted. I mean, we're talking about people that were just, Gavin Turnley there, Bowman first. Very nice there. We'll take that, 47 of 99. Again, like a guy like this, Gavin Turnley, he's a 4th-round pick for Oakland. So unless you're an Oakland A's fan or you're really immersed into the prospect world, you probably don't know who this is. But guess what? You got guys like Mike Trout, who, when their Bowman first card was pulled, before he made it to the major leagues, nobody even knew who he was. Now go look at some sales on the Mike Trout Bowman first. It's probably one of his biggest, if not his biggest cards out there. As there's a Seth Hernandez. There you go. There's a top 10 pick right there, the pitcher. And guys, if we're talking about pitchers, the team you want him to draft by is the Pittsburgh Pirates. These guys develop pitchers like it's nobody's business, especially a 6'4", 190-pounder who's going to be filling into his frame as well. Again, Eli Willis, JoJo Parker, Steele Hall, Billy Carlson, some prep shortstops that were drafted in the top 10 here that are featured in this product. Give it a nice little fan there. See if we got any nice color coming up. One of my favorite looks, especially on these Bowman Draft cards, which they always do a great job of in the design, is the True Blue. They're Bowman first autos, so a lot of these guys will sign Bryce Cunningham. So like a Bryce Cunningham wouldn't have it, but if you look at the True Blues, first off the print to 150, if it's a Bowman first guy, they will inscribe the card with my first Bowman auto, which basically makes that card nearly a 101, and the sales reflect that. I mean, I've seen my first Bowman autos have sales up there with the golds, the reds, the oranges, the 25, all that. So if you look for the blues, you see the 001 of 150. That is what we would be looking for the my first Bowman auto. And again, you pull one of those for the #1 overall pick, Eli Willits. That would be a monster there. Again, Eli Willits drafted by the Washington Nationals. For those that are in the breaking in the world that want to jump into it, Eli Willits, Washington National, #1 overall pick. Also one of the beautiful faces gracing the cover. I do like the design of that box as well. I like how they went with the nice little darker blue this year. There's an X Factor again. Love the design of the X Factor. They didn't have a lot of those in the 2023 draft. I like that they added them on in. But again, if anybody remembers the 23 draft with guys like Wyatt Langford, Paul Skeens, and company, man, those cards were just going through the roof, especially when they added a guy like Tom Brady to that checklist. It just made that product just so overpowered. Because, again, these are where you want to be. You're buying stocks into these young players. And it makes it fun, honestly, because if you get a guy like JB Middleton, you can go now watch his minor league career and just knowing that you do have a stock in this player. And if he ends up becoming a good pitcher in the major leagues, you're going to see that card increase in price, and they will go for more. There's another look at the brand new Axes as well. It will go for more than what their rookie cards go for. If you go look at the prices between their rookie and their Bowman First is one of, if not their biggest crown jewel chase, if you will. Again, just for an example, go look at guys like Langford, go look at guys like Skeens. They're Bowman First. Again, and those guys were selling. A lot of these guys, once they show promise in the minor leagues and there's talks of them coming up, you just never know. Their prices start reflecting it on the market. And again, a lot of these guys will get invites to camp, and you'll get to see them facing MLB-type pitching before the season starts in spring training. And they look well. There's Sean Gamble. Again, if you're looking for a nice little underrated prospect there, Sean Gamble is one of the best in the biz to look for right there. Again, Kansas City Royals spot. If you don't know, Dan Marino, Bowman First, baby. The GOAT, Dan Marino, the greatest quarterback, in my opinion, ever played a game of football. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Dolphins fan. Does have Bowman First in here. And man, I would love to pull that. There's that new prize prospect, Sebastian Walcott, a top 5 prospect as well. So there you guys go. That is a look at the brand new 2025 Bowman Draft. We just ripped that hobby version. 3 different variants. You can get the Delight, which is a lot less cards, a lot less hits. But again, you're still guaranteed those 3 autos. Everything will be refractor or better. And then again, you do have your Super Jumbo, which if you see any Super Jumbos, scoop them up because that is a product. That is the variation of this product that you see start skyrocketing because, again, you're guaranteed 5 autos, a little bit more cards, a lot more color in that. You get more paper, but you can also get more chances to hit the color as well out of the paper. Not only the paper, but the chrome as well. So this product's for you. Again, if you're big into the baseball world, you're big into the hobby, this is a perfect product for you. Holding guys' stock in their Bowman First cards. It is a very premium product, and I know a lot of people that live and die by their Bowman products because, again, Bowman products are the only place you will find their Bowman First cards until they become their rookies once those Topps Chrome products come out. So make sure you guys like and subscribe, especially if you want to see more sports card content, more fun product reviews as well. Hit that like button down below, and we'll see y'all later.